Have a good think about why you're on social media for your business. Have a good think about why humans are on social media when they are scrolling, and stop being disappointed. Hello and welcome back to No Grey Suits. I'm your host Anastasia, and today I am going to get my ranty pants on, which is not unusual for me. But today I want to cover off the gap between why you as a small business owner are on social media, why humans are scrolling social media every day, and why that gap can be a huge cause of disappointment when you try this social media thing for your business and you don't get the results you're after. Now, most small business owners, when they chat to me at networking events or online or whatever it might be, or when we just come across each other, most small business owners, as soon as we start talking about social media, tell me a few things like, my business coach told me I should be on social media. I just want to be able to show off how awesome all my stuff is, or my service, whatever it is. I was posting on social media every week and I didn't make any sales from it. If I can just go viral and reach tens of thousands of people, audience, humans, then maybe I'll sell enough things to make it worth it. My competitors are all over social media. They look so successful. There's a really big gap here between why you, as a small business owner, are either on or think you should be on social media or posting on social media, and why humans, including you when you're off the clock, sit and scroll on their phone for hours. And trust me, it's hours. Even if you hate social media, I'm doing that with air quotes for anybody who is listening to the audio only, not the video. Even if you hate social media, if you've come across me, chances are you're probably still on some form of social media. If you have a look at your phone and your screen time, you still spend time on social media regularly. Most people. I am generalizing. Don't come at me with the, I haven't been on social media since 2012 and I'm happier that way. Yeah, okay, great, cool. I'm not really including you in the most. There are averages for a reason. Don't come at me, okay? Can't deal with it this week. Been a big week. But most people still scroll social media, doom scroll, watching cat videos, watching comedy reels, watching fails. Fails aren't quite as popular as they used to be, but they were really entertaining for a while there. It was kind of Australia's funniest home videos turned social. Why are humans on social media? Why do people pick up their phone and scroll social media? To pass the time. You're waiting in the doctor's office. You know you got there at 10 o'clock. You know your appointment was for 10 o'clock. You also know darned well that that doctor is not going to see you until 10:40 at least. But you had to be there at 10 o'clock so that the receptionist could write down your name to say that you were there at 10 o'clock for your appointment. So now you've got 40 minutes of sitting, and the only form of entertainment you have is your phone or watching the other people, and that's just kind of creepy in a doctor's office, or picking up some magazines, if there even are any at your doctor's, and flipping through them, even though it's Better Homes and Gardens from 2004. So you scroll social media, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Reddit, Substack. Oh, Substack's is a tiny bit different, but for the most part, they're all social media. And in that case, you're there to give yourself a little bit of entertainment, nothing that makes you think too deeply because you know you're going to get interrupted at any moment. Something to keep your brain a bit busy, something so that you don't have to look at the people around you. This one's especially important for people who take public transport. You're creepy now if you're not looking at your phone. If you're looking at the other people around you, you're creepy. Just don't do that, especially on the metro where we face each other now. It's just no. So you look down at your phone. You scroll social media. You don't want to get too much into a game a lot of the time because if you know you're going to get interrupted in a minute, you might lose your streak, lose your spot, whatever. You scroll social media. Entertainment. Light-hearted, easy to consume entertainment. Then there's the times when you pick up your phone as a human, as an audience, not as a business owner. You pick up your phone to check out maybe what friends and family are up to. This is what social media was created for to start with, yeah? We are slowly moving back to it. We are, because the mythical, magical algorithm is realizing that we do still want that community, that human connection. We pick it up. Okay, my grandmother picks up social media. She picks up her phone. She has a read through social media. Most of the reason for that is to get updates from friends and family, to see what they're up to maybe comment or maybe be able to send a message, check in, connect, connection, community. Then sometimes we might scroll through social media, Pinterest maybe for some recipes, for some party ideas, for some inspiration, for some tips, tricks. Nothing too deep there. Just something that maybe we can save away to a screenshots folder or a save for later folder that we never look at again. Or maybe that's just me. No, I don't think that one's just me. Are any of these reasons for scrolling social media so far to find a new accountant? Are any of these reasons for scrolling social media so far to find a life coach? No. We still use Google for that. Or AI. Or both. It's all kind of intertwined now. Or we go off a recommendation. We might go into, and this is a slightly different thing, this isn't about scrolling our feed. We might deliberately go into a local Facebook mums group to find recommendations for an optometrist for our kid. Now, does the fact that that optometrist put up a post yesterday about a new range of glasses coming into store help with that? No. So this is the gap. You're on social media as a business owner to get leads and get sales, because you're hoping that someone is scrolling through their social media and they will see your post, which is a thinly veiled advertisement for whatever you are spruiking, and they will go, yep, never heard of this chick, but I need that and I'm buying it. Here's $1,000. Hope is not a strategy. So far, everything that I've kind of said says, well, yeah, why would I bother being on social media then? Now I'm going to tell you why. Because when somebody does recommend a bookkeeper in a small business owners Facebook group and your name is mentioned, when somebody does meet you at a networking event or in school pickup line and asks what do you do and goes, oh yeah, I know somebody who needs that, or I might need that later. When somebody Googles you, lands on your website and goes, this tells me a little bit about them, but not, a lot. Sorry, that little bar at the bottom that has their Facebook icon, their Instagram icon, their LinkedIn icon, I'm going to click on those to learn a bit more about them. Or because most social media content is now actually in Google searches, a lot better than it used to be. When they Google the name of your business and they see your social media pages and they click on it, once they land on your social media page from another source, what the job of that page and the posts on that page is then to do is to build the know, like, trust stuff. The chances of your random post about a new piece of software you're using or how you helped a customer yesterday or the behind the scenes of your business, and they're all fantastic posts, by the way, but the chances of that randomly showing up on the right person's feed if they've never heard of you before and them clicking and choosing to buy is pretty darn close to zero. But the chance of somebody who was recommended to you by a friend or a group or whatever landing on your page because they've looked you up and stalking you and going through your posts and finding that really cool post that explains how you helped this other person that was in a similar situation to them, the chances of that person then contacting you to buy from you is pretty good. So the job of most of your social media posts, if you are a small business owner, especially service-based, isn't to randomly land in somebody's feed and for them to buy from you. It is a place where people can go to stalk you, to find out more about you, to see if you are the right fit for them. And also then, if they choose to follow you because they don't need you right now, but they think they kind of like you or they think they might be able to use you later down the track, 1, they'll be able to find you again. 2, yeah, okay, less than 10% of your followers see your posts. Less than 10% of your followers see your posts, and that's an average across platforms. But post enough, they'll see one every now and then. And if they once did show enough interest to follow you, because following or subscribing or whatever it is on different platforms is a choice that somebody has made, and they see something again from you, they're not going to see every post that you put out every week. But if they then see something from you in 2 months' time, that might actually be perfect timing. Now they are ready. And then they go, oh yeah, I remember her. Such and such from this networking event introduced us. And I didn't need her then, but I might need her now. So I'm going to stalk her. Is she still in business? Yeah, she's posting regularly. Do I still like her? Oh, yeah, that's why I liked her again. She likes cats. I like cats. Awesome. She posts chicken stuff occasionally in her stories because she finds it hilarious. I like chickens. But also, I can see that she's an expert in her field because I can see some really cool value add stuff here. Now, I'm going to go into this one a little bit later as well. I've touched on it slightly, but the Facebook groups thing is a wonderful way to sort of link all of this together. There are some great strategies that you can put in place around getting not just recommendations, but also getting leads or getting eyeballs on your stuff out of the right Facebook groups. And that has nothing to do with accidentally landing on people's feeds because the post that you designed in Canva was so cool. What that has to do with is either being recommended or you going in and adding comments on relevant questions to actually help people and then having somewhere to send them where they can do all of this stalky stuff that I'm talking about and see the posts that you have put out to make sure that you are relevant, to make sure that they do like you. So your Facebook page, your Instagram page, your LinkedIn's tiny bit different, your TikTok page, all of the rest of it, YouTube Shorts, those places should be for you to give people a peek behind the curtain, the behind the scenes stuff, so they can go, oh yeah, I really do like the way she does that. That's really cool. For them to get to know the real you. Oh, she shows up, she talks to me, and she's just educated me about XYZ. I like the way she talks. I like how she breaks things down and makes things simple. It could be where they go through and, yeah, every now and then you might post about an offer and they go, oh, good timing. That offer's still available, or that lead magnet, that checklist sounds like exactly what I need right now, even though I might not be fully ready to go ahead. Then they end up on your email list, and that's just gold, right? So the gap between why you're posting on social media for your business and why your audience is there, that purpose is likely never actually going to align. Hate to tell you. It is very unlikely that posting 2 times a week because the guru told me to didn't get me thousands of dollars worth of sales. You're going to be disappointed. But if you go into organic social media with the mindset of, okay, every post that I put out here is for somebody who is stalking me because they found me on Google. That's the SEO piece, super important, because they found me through a recommendation on a mum's Facebook group, because they met me at a networking group, because they saw that I sponsored the local kids rugby, because all of these other reasons or other lead generation technique landed them on your page or profile, not because they were scrolling Instagram really, really, really hoping that they would find a debt collection expert. No. They might be served ads from other debt collection experts if they've been Googling it, but we're not talking about paid social media at the moment. We're talking about organic. And they serve very, very different purposes. And if you are treating organic social media content like ads, you're going to be disappointed, and you're going to be one of those people that comes up to me and goes, no, I just hate social media. It doesn't work for my business. Because it's not. Because the goals you set for that social media, for your business, are mythical. Even if you do go viral, the chances of actually making money from your ideal client in that viral pool is still very low unless you've already in some other way, shape, or form built trust with them, made them like you. So that's my ranty pants for today. Have a think about why you're disappointed in social media, why you don't think it works for your business. Chances are it's because your expectations, your goals for organic social media aren't realistic. Even I don't post on social media, on Instagram, YouTube Shorts, Facebook. My posts that I put out there are designed for my existing audience. Yeah, I might pick up some newbies along the way, especially with things like trial reels. I might pick up some newbies. But the main goal when I'm creating my content is not, hey, person who's never met me, buy my stuff. It's cool. It's, Hey, person who heard of me or met me at a networking event or somehow stumbled across something and has been following me for a while. Here's some information I thought that you would be really, really interested in. Now buy my stuff. Anyway, that's my rant for today. Have a good think about why you're on social media for your business. Have a good think about why humans are on social media when they are scrolling, and stop being disappointed when your goals aren't always met. Maybe your goals just aren't possible. Sorry. Maybe if you shift the goals and you use social media in a way that is more likely to result in something, anything, because chances are if you're not hitting your goals and you're getting disappointed, you're just not doing anything, it'll build to something pretty awesome. Because if I hear about you now and I go looking into your social media, am I going to be convinced to buy from you? Or am I going to look at it and go, no, I still don't know anything about this person, I'm clicking off? Something to ponder. See you next time.